This is Ark of Ark of Fire. Today we're going to do a brief little introduction video to Sea of Thieves, a new pirate's guide on everything you need to know to get started in the game. So let's get this party on the road. Alright, first thing you have here is your menu, the adventure, and the arena. Pretty much the primary two things you're going to do. Next you have your three ships, the galleon, the brigantine, and the sloop. We're going to go with the sloop, open crew, and closed crew. Closed crew is pretty much you invite who you want and nobody else. Open crew is you invite who you want and it fills in the gaps if it can. So, first thing we're going to do when we get inside the game is we're going to show you the different factions there are available to you. Your primary ones that you're going to be dealing with are going to be the Hunter's Call, which is where you can deliver fish and other animals and whatnot to them. The next one you're going to be going to primarily with all your gold chests is going to be the Gold Hoarder, and then Order of Souls. Order of Souls does skulls and things like that. Next we have the Tailor. This is where you're going to get all of your equipment as far as vanity items for clothing, jackets, shoes, boots. And then after that we are going to head down to the Armorer. That's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be able to swap out guns, shotguns, swords, pistols. And then next we have your main equipment. Your compass, your shovel, your bucket, and all other items like that. All of these are vanity items. Next we come to the Gold Hoarder. This is where you're going to be taking all of your chests. Pretty much all the gold you take in big chest, you'll be taking to him. Then we have the Order of Souls. Skulls, diamonds, and other contracts based on skeletons. Let's head over to the docks and we will take care of the last two. So we have the Merchant Guild right here. That's where you're going to get stuff for plants, bottles, picking up pigs and things of that nature. And then we have the ship vanity area where you'll get sails and anchors, stuff like that to make your ship look better. All right, so let's get on our ship. And first thing you want to do is always plot a course. So you're going to go down to the table and you're going to look on the map. You just highlight the map and you can scroll all around. Scroll in a little bit and it's going to give you the names. We're going to head to the Roaring Trader so we can show where the Hunter's Guild looks like and where you can find it. That's for the fishing. So set the map and make sure you can see everything and where you're going. That'll become important in just a minute. Let's get topside and get our journey underway. On each mast of every ship, you're going to have these two items. They're going to be your sail length and then your sail angle. You're going to want to drop the sails all the way down. That's going to be the fastest way to do it. And you're going to want to set your angle based on the wind direction. Now, I know from the quest that I'm going to be heading east. That's going to be tacking against the wind. The best way to tack against the wind is to have the sails going left or right. So that's what I'm going to do here, knowing that when I turn east, it's going to get in full sail, or as best that it can. And then the last thing you want to do is raise the anchor. It's important on the sloop that you want to be at this angle facing the wheel. When you turn it all the way around, it's going to shoot you out back towards the wheel. That's really important if you need to make a quick getaway, because it just adds a few extra seconds to your time frame. So here we go, and then we are going to be moving forward, and I'm going to take a hard to starboard right now to get underway. And then next we will see the next step of the journey. Now here's the great thing about the sloop. You can see the map over the edge of the deck. All right, so we are going to head up to the next part of the ship, which is the mast. The great thing about the mast up here is there is a bell for spotting and letting everybody know. And there is also a flag box. The reason the flag box is important is it's just another indicator on how to see the wind angle, to kind of take out the guessing game sometimes. So you just head over here, take a look, see what you can see, as you typically do in a crow's nest, and then head over here to the flag box and just pick any flag. You can also purchase those flags in the vanity store. We're just going to go with a standard blue one, and you can see now that it is flapping in the wind. All right, so let's head down to the deck and see what we're doing next. Let's go underneath the ship and show you the different items they have down here. You have the jail, you have your grog, your cooking station, your food storage, and you have 3 vanity chests here for each of the main items, as well as where you pick up planks. Always good to have some of those on you. And then we have the cannonballs, which are always in red barrels right there. It's always good to have those on there, and always have your cannons loaded. Next we have the bucket. Now this is important for scooping out water. You start taking on water from holes and whatnot, you got to scoop it out and then toss it overboard. It's important not to toss it back on deck, it will get back down there. And then planks. Pretty self-explanatory. You see a hole, walk up to it and patch it. And last but not least, we have the spot where you can switch your guns out and get ammunition. Alright, and then you have the voyage voting board. You go over there, place a voyage on it, and everybody has to vote on it. And they'll put a knife on it, and you're good to go. Then you can take that quest and be able to go to any merchants and grab any specific items you may need. We have made it to the Roaring Traders. This lady right here is where you turn in trophy fish and other fish. You keep doing that throughout a quest, you'll have a little sum that you can turn into them. It's not a bad way to go. Anyway, pull out your rod here and then start fishing. We're going to do a little brief tutorial on how it works. It's pretty simple. The basics are you just resist the direction that it's going. So if it's going left, you go right. Especially if you're using a controller, you'll be able to feel it. Now if you have any bait, which I highly recommend, you're going to need to open that same menu up and you'll see the notification where you can get bait, and it'll just apply it straight to it. Alright, so you'll notice that the fish will start spawning in here in a minute. It works the same even when you're on the boat and moving. So once you grab it, you just resist it and you reel it in each time it gets weak. And you'll notice that here in a minute, and I'll start reeling it in. This is a good source of income, just for a quick amount of gold. Always something to diversify your portfolio. So as you start reeling this thing in, it gets closer and closer and closer, and then eventually you just pick it up. And we have a fish right here, and we are good to go. We will turn that in, make a few extra bucks. Last thing I want to talk about are the lights on your ship. You want to make sure to turn all of them off. On the sloop, it's very important since there's only 2 levels of the ship. On larger ships, below deck lights you can leave on. It's not a big deal. Now, turning your lights off can be a matter of life and death, especially when you're being spotted at night. So make a point, turn them off. Always add that to your checklist of things to do. That is it for us today. Thank you for watching my video on a new Pirate's Guide. This is Ark with Ark of Fire. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.